welcome back to another video. Okay, it feels like an absolute lifetime since I've done a set of press-on nails with you, because we've been doing PR and this, that and the other. So I'm going to make some press-ons, and I want to make glow-in-the-dark press-ons for my Etsy, because I've been collecting for a while like little bits of glow-in-the-dark, because recently got these from feathers on my desk from AliExpress. So these are AS, and I didn't even know that it actually meant another sexy. Does anybody else know that? I didn't know that. But these are cat eyes, and they are glow in the dark as well. These were supposed to come with my most recent haul, but the gels took a little bit longer. So they're all 15mm, and they come with this as well. How cute is that? But they are gorgeous colours. I think this was only, I can't exactly remember. I'm sure it was only about like £9 or something, because I saved the coins. And it also comes with the safety data sheets as well. I mean, there's not many that do that. But so these, I wanted to use these. So I wanted to do something nice and bright, and obviously glow, and because we're in summer. But I'm also using these. I've not used these yet. I think I got these from AliExpress as well. So they're U-Bar Sugar, they're pre-shaped, and they have like the guidelines on. But these ones, as you can see, you can't see the guidelines. As soon as you put the base coat on, they're absolutely fine. I've got the measurements. The measurements are a little bit up and down, so it was kind of like a few sizing up and things like that. But I have tuck in the point just a little bit. They were a little bit too wide for me to class as a stiletto. I mean, they're not pointed, they're quite round tips, but I would still say that's stiletto with it going, you know, straight. Anyway, so what I was thinking was like glow in the dark backgrounds, and then like using these sort of things as stamping, so it's like a silhouette, so when they glow at the back you can see, you know, like the silhouette. So I've got loads of like summer type stamping plates out, so possibly going to be doing some stamping. Right, so on the first hand, those ones I've used number 395, which is jelly pink. The jelly pink, that's it, that's what I was looking for, from Rarjsm. And the middle nail is number 697 from Rarjsm. This is glow in the dark. And for the other hand, on the middle nail, I'm going to use 695, which is also glow in the dark. And then milky jelly I've used on these two, just one coat, because I want the cat eyes to really pop. Right, so I'm going to get my gloves on. I feel all out of whack. I feel like I haven't recorded a video for ages, because last week was really heavy with the videos. It was nearly a video every day, wasn't it? So thank you so much for anybody who's watched. Goodness me, my voice is going. Who's watched the videos. Okay, so to get this hand done, the way I prep my press-ons, I mean, these are like pre-buffed anyway, but I don't buff my press-ons. I just use an acid-free primer and just go over. I think this one's nearly out. So I hope everybody's okay. It's been rather warm here in the UK. It's a little bit cooler today and there's a nice breeze, but I think it's going to warm up a little bit later on. Which not necessarily a fan of, to be honest. But I've got a lot of washing done, so there's like pros and cons, silver lining and all that. Right, so I mean, I've got all sorts of glow in the dark bits and bobs that, like I say, that I've picked up. I've got glow in the dark gems and I've got pigments, and see, I'm a little bit unsure about these for the little finger. I don't see if you can see how curved that is. Don't know if these are going to be too curved. The others seem okay. I don't know, it's weird. I can't make up my mind. If anything, these could be a display set, I suppose, can't they? So, alright, and then because these are quite a long set, I am going to base coat. Sometimes when it's a shorter set, I don't necessarily base coat because the strength gets built. I mean, I will be going over with a builder gel before I put the top coat on anyway, so they are going to be nice and strong. I'm just going to actually compare. I've got some other ones, other tips that I got from Amazon, and I'm just going to compare to see if they're a little bit flatter, because I think these are going to be far too sort of sculpted, you know, just to use as press-ons. The other shapes are okay though, like the coffin and that. Stiletto is just a really hard one, because obviously the stiletto nails are quite narrow, so they don't have much strength in them because you're taking all the strength away with no sidewalls and that. So that you do have to get it, you know, from the apex. That's why stilettos generally have bigger apexes. So I'm just going to flip those. And I'm going to take a look at the other ones that are quite similar to these, but see if they're a bit flatter. Right, 1 second. Alright, so these are the other ones that I've got. And these are quite similar. They've got like the lines on them and that. And these are those, what are they called? May something. But they also seem quite, I can't even use my own fingers to. But when you get to like these ones, they are a little bit flatter. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know. I might need a test subject. So if you're somebody who wears like some super duper long nails and you want to do a test for me, see, measure your nails for me, and I'll do a set for you to try, and you can tell me the fittings and things like that. So right, so then on the pointer and the ring finger, it's 2 coats of this jelly pink. I love these like jelly nudes and jelly pinks from Rarjsm. This one's nearly out now, unfortunately. I just find that they look nice and natural. I don't think I've got anything exciting that's happened. I was last week, when all the videos were out, obviously before that I'd spent a lot of time recording the videos, and then there was all the editing and things like that. So last week my plan was, because I knew there were so many videos coming out, I thought, right, I'm going to spend this week doing stock and designs for Etsy. I'm going to revamp my shop, You know, like I put a little sale on and things like that. But I just could not sit at my desk at all. It was so hot. The whole week I did 2 set of press-ons, and each one probably took me like 2 days to do, because I'd sit down for like an hour or something, do a bit, and then I'd be sweating, so I'd have to like disappear off. And yeah, oh, this orange, I just love this orange. Hold on, let me just give it a better shake, because I don't want all the glow in the dark bits to settle. And I'm going to do 2 coats of the orange and the jelly pink, but not of the milky white. Da, da, da. Okay, so I'm going to cure these. I'll do the second coats. Look at that orange, love it. And then I'll be right back. Right, okay, so that other one's now curing. Let me just get me little stains. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. So these aren't necessarily like neons, but they are super like bright colours. So I'm definitely going to be using the orange, pink. I love these two. I like the blue and the greeny ones. Oh crap. But I think I'm going to, if I do brain frozen, one sec. Right, so I've got my ombre brush, and I'm going to do the orange and pink on the thumb. I've just seen, there we are. And as normal, you know, I generally don't have any idea what I'm at. Well, I do, I have some ideas of what I want to do, but you know, that's about as far as it goes. I sometimes find, you know, when you have like a full written out plan, everything goes tits up. So just put some of the pink on my ombre brush. And I'm just gonna blend these down. They blend so nice actually. Look at that. Do I magnetize or do I take it away? I'll take it away and then I'll magnetize on the other one. I've got gorgeous like jellies in the background. Absolutely love them, you know. If you want the link for those from AliExpress, let me know. They are really nice. I mean, they've got loads of sets, but it was just glow in the dark stuff I was after. And like I say, I haven't got glow in the dark cat eyes, or have I? No, I've got liners and the gels, but yeah, that was it. And then on this one, I'm going to do the yellow And I might do that like tealy green. Because they're pretty. Yeah, no, these tips aren't going to be any good for press-ons. They're good for display though. I've got the You Are Sugar like in the shorter styles, and they're brilliant. But I think when you get to like the longer lengths, it's really hard to try and find some that are, you know, like flat enough. So yellow on my ombre brush. Make sure to get it right to the edges. And then take everything away. Funky. So there's going to be something glow in the dark on every nail. Second coat of this one. Sorry if you can hear music in the background as well. My next door neighbour seems to have been partying for like the past 2 days. And it doesn't seem to be easy enough. Like that. I've got that really pretty sort of white flash. I'm just gonna bring it all up and sort of push to the middle. Like that. And yeah, I do have these on magnetic stands, but to be honest with you, I don't think the magnets are that strong in these stands really. For them to make that much of a difference. Yeah, so silhouettes. It could turn out to be something totally different, but that's what I'm going with. Sounds like the postman. Right, okay. So that is how they're looking. And then I've done the other hand, but I've just sort of like swapped them the other way around and the colours the other. They're very chatty today. swap the colours the other way around. So now what do we do? So I want to do something on the nudes. Let me get these out. So I know which one was which. So I'm going to take off the tacky layer. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to French these. Oh, sorry about Mabel. Mabel! As soon as I stop speaking. There we go, she's off. And yeah, everyone, I know she sounds like a flipping annoying smoke alarm battery that's going. Mabel, stop now. Has she finished? Has she finished? No, she hasn't. I'll just let her do her thing and then I'll be right back. Right. No, she's not done. Oh my goodness, Mabel! Right, so on the one with the orange in the middle, I'm going to do purple French tips and then orange French tips on the other hand, just in case I have to do this. I'm going to have to, aren't I? Mabel! Bloody bird, honestly. They've been like this. I'm sure it's because they can hear next door with all the banging and everything like that. I'm sure she will calm down soon. Heading, oh my god, my voice is going. We're heading towards nap time, so maybe that's what it's all about. Oh, I might have to switch my fan on as well. I don't know whether to, I might take that further up the sides as well, so I'm just going to put some on my palette. Put some on my palette. Yeah, I won't make you watch me do all of these Frenches because we could be here a while, do you know what I mean? Frenches are my true nemesis. Frenches and flames. See, fudged it up. It's not too bad. I haven't got my glasses on either, so that ain't gonna help, but you know, it is what it is. That'll do. So I'll do the Frenchies, and that's just going to be one coat, I think, isn't it? On the rest of them. So I'm going to do this one purple, and then I'll do those ones orange, and I'll be back with you, and hopefully Mabel has fell asleep. Right. I have gone over. Is she messing? I've literally sat here and she's not peeped. I think that's more binky now. Anyway, I've gone over the ombre ones with a base coat just to smooth them out. And I've also had to put my fan on. I can't open the window because you've got him blasting heavy metal next door. And yeah, so if you can hear that noise, I do apologise, but the birds will dull that out, I'm sure. And there is the other hand. Okay, so now I think I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. What was that? Don't know. I don't know. I know I definitely will be using that one and that one because they've got like the silhouettes. I think that is really cool. I don't know about that one. Right, so let me just get me stamping stuff. Okay. Right, so I've took the film off that one and cleaned that one, and I've just seen on this little Vettsy plate as well, those at the bottom. Oh, there's those as well. I'm so confused. It doesn't take much. Right. So let me give this a little clean. We're going to use this Vettsy plate. I love this Vettsy plate. So I've just got black. I'm not using any other colours. I got my scraper, which has got a dog head on it, because you know everything has in this house. You sit still long enough, everything's covered on you. So, and I've got my stamper. Do you know what? Not long had this, and I've already pierced a hole in it. Okie dokie. I think that might still have a little bit of polish or something in it. There we go, that's better. That's better. They're quite deep etched, these trees. So low and slow with a scraper. Fabulous. That bit out of there. Okay. So there's that one. Take that off. No, they're too short then. They're too short. Right then. I'm hoping I'm in shot, you know. I get like, I zone out when I'm doing stamping. Yeah, so I just want like these two at the end, don't I? Do I want to do the same on both though? I don't know if I do, but I might do them on the other hand. And then we'll figure something else out for that one. Just missed bits of the leaf. I obviously didn't pray to the stamping gods enough for it to all go okay today. I might not have dried it enough, to be fair. Okay, try again. Is that going to pick up blurry? No, for some reason it must just be like a highlight on those leaves, mustn't it? It's my excuse, I'm sticking to it. Right. Dee dee dee. Just use that bit there. There we go. Oops. Well, fingers and thumbs today. Okay then, so then on the other ones. Right, so it's had another coat of the orange, and I've got this one, Finger Angel V28. I've had this plate for ages. I'm sure I got it from Amazon. So I'm going to do some like leafy, florally doodahs. Stamper. There we go. Oh my goodness, I'm getting kerfuddled. Doesn't take much for me to get confused at all. I don't even remember if this plate works or whether it was just because I didn't know what I was doing when I first got it or what. So let's find out. Picks up perfectly. Okay. Oh, hang on, let me press that down on the stand a bit better. Hopefully. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. And I'm gonna do this one on the other hand. Where'd it go? Oh, that one. See? Don't do that. Ugh. I'm getting messy today. I don't think I've had enough coffee for all of this. And then this one. Don't worry about the little bits that sort of hang over the edges. Very easy to get off with a little bit of acetone and tidy up in there. Or you can base coat over them and then just sort of like wipe down the nail. Okay, so that's them two. So let me just clean up. Okay. So on this Cad's plate, this is Cad's Nature 031. It's got some like the seagulls and stuff. And these are really fine, tiny things. So I'm gonna have to be quick because it will dry very quick. And then, so I'm going back to the ones with the trees. Like so. Do you know what? I'm just gonna at the very tip there as well with that. That looks cool. And then I'm gonna get some seagulls on this one. I might do those ones. Okay. Oops. They're tiny, tiny. Make sure I've got them going the right way. That way. I like it. I'll just do the same at the bottom with that. So that's them. I'm going to let them dry. And just going to clean up. Right, so, and Mabel has come alive again. I don't think none of them are going to be big enough, are they? Oh my goodness. Here she goes. So I'm just going to do some of these like summery flowers on the thumb and little. Running out of my polish. It's a good job I got another one. I've always got a backup of the black and white from Born Pretty. I love it. Missed a bit of the leaf. Ah! No, didn't think that one was going to work. Try again. Be a bit quicker and more accurate with your polish this time, Rebecca. Actually, I'm going to do that one, I think. I like that. And the music stopped next door. I think he's finally fell asleep. Goodness me. let's do this one. Coming over like so. Like that. I don't know if you've seen that. And then on the little finger, there's like this one here. What one? So I was thinking, I mean, I know white would look nice, but I don't know if it'll stand out, you know, for like, speak, Rebecca. When it glows in the dark. I know black obviously is definitely going to give it a good outline. There's that one. If you use those little bits at the bottom. There we go. And ugh, let me clean. Right. I do love stamping. It is quite messy though. But it is a really good thing, nail art medium to do. There is quite a lot you can do with it. And you can honestly take nail art to the next level when you've got the hang of stamping. So if you are trying it and you haven't got the hang of it, just stick with it. Honestly, it is, I don't know, it's weird. It just all of a sudden you get it. And it just, you just end up making like, and you'll love it once you get the hang of it. So I'm doing that one sort of going up. Oh, I've just put a right big hole in my stamper. The amount of stampers I get through is absolutely ridiculous. It really, really is. Right, I need something coming down a little bit. Something coming down a little bit. So I'll do those ones probably there. I just want them sort of, that's it, just to fill that a little bit more. And then this one I'm just gonna use that bit coming across. And then that like that. Okay. And then the little finger, I am going to, quite like this plate, See, when I first started doing that, actually, when I was working on clients and you could see stamping, it was all over social media. And I was like, oh my God, that looks amazing. That would be such a time saver. You know, when someone comes in and they want like really intricate stuff, I thought, oh, genius. Could I bloody get it to work? No, I could not. So everything that I'd bought, I either then ended up giving away, binning, or it's like the stamping plates just sat there for forever and a day. But then it was like when I came back into doing nails with like watching YouTube and watching Andrea, Pretty Little Nails. She's just absolutely fantastic at stamping. And then there's Sandra Sparkly Set, she's just awesome. And it all just sort of started to make sense a little bit. And there's the little finger on that one. Right, I'm gonna clean up a little bit. Right then, this is what we're looking like so far. Like that. I think they look really cool. Right, so I'm going to go over all of them with a base coat just to seal in the stamping, and then I don't know what to do on the middle ones yet, so I'm just going to, like I say, go over with a base coat and then I'll be back with you. Right, I've just been waffling away to myself and I hadn't even pressed record, but it's probably a good job because, oh my God, one sec. Right, try again, because Mabel has been on one, as you may have just heard. Goodness me, but I've done some crystals. On those. Oh my goodness me, she's not going to stop, is she? These are, I got them from Shein or Temu. I think they were in my most recent haul. I've got a big bag, all different sizes, and I just love the colour shift on them, and I think they're just perfect for, you know, summer. So at the top of, I'm trying to make sure I get one that's the same size as that one. What, I don't know what's up with Mabel today, honestly. I can only apologise, but she lives here. And there they are. I actually really like them. When you put them all together like that, I think they look really nice, and I can't wait to see the glow. But I will add a little bit, either I'll add it as an overlay or I'll add it at the end or something, you know, to show the glow. But let me know what you think. Do you think it's just a bit overkill? I mean, there is an awful lot of glow in the dark there, so. But yeah, right, that is it. I hope you enjoyed. I do, again, massive apologies about Mabel being on one today. But yeah, so I wanted to, so these are going to go into my Etsy. This is going to be the design set, display set, whatever. Because I'm not 100% sure whether they're going to be any good for press-ons. I will have to, like I say, I'm going to have to try them against my own nails once I haven't got any tips on. But I only put these on yesterday, so I'm not taking them off. If you want to order any press-ons or anything like that, my link for Vettsy, like I say, is in the description of all of my videos and in the like bio on my channel page. You can take a look there, and don't forget to give me a like, comment or subscribe if you're not already. If you don't want to comment or anything like that, just leave me a purple heart just to let me know that you're there. I mean, I do love talking to all you guys. I get some lovely emails and messages on Instagram and comments and stuff. Honestly, I love all of you. I appreciate each and every person that interacts with my channel in some way or another. If you've seen any pop-ups coming up throughout the video, that is me doing a shout out for the members on my channel. I have membership. I have 2 tiers. I've got the Firebird Flames and the Firebird Nest. I'll put the information up there. So it's 99p or 1.99. Everybody in the Firebird's Nest will get a shout out, whether you've got a business, a channel, whatever, or even if not. So if you've seen them pop up and they've got a screenshot, that means, you know, they've got it'll either be their channel or their Instagram page or their website or something. So please go over and check them out. They're all amazing and I love all of them very, very much. And if you want to become a Firebird, then please just click the join button, or there's a link in the description. It will give you all the information. It won't just join you automatically or anything like that. It just helps support the channel, and everything that comes into the channel goes back in again. Do you know what I mean? Of whatever. Yeah, my head's banging now after Mabel. I'm sure yours is as well. I'm going to try and cut as much as I can, but leave as much as I can in, if that makes sense. All I can do is apologise. She was just having one of those days. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.